Yo guys, it's me Kseniya, and welcome to another episode of Bread Talks, a podcast about life in beautiful Serbia. You can check the previous episode right here, and let's the talk started. So the first thing I want to talk about is terrible event that happened in Belgrade school recently. I'm sure all of you guys are aware about it, and we're not here to hypothesize the situation or to blame anyone, but to discuss absolutely shocking thing that I came across in TikTok recently. After the event happened, a lot of TikToks were filmed in memory of the victims, and I think it's absolutely fine. Like, people want to grieve, people want to share the sadness, people want to find support. But after watching one of those TikToks, I came to the comment section, and guys, I was just paralyzed. There were huge amount of people, I'm highlighting this, huge amount of people who supporting that kid's actions. People are saying like, good boy, good job, nice one. And they created multiple accounts, like fun pages, Jesus, of that kid, sharing his photos and saying that how smart and cute that kid is. Like, he's a king, a second coming, or messiah, or whatever. And I was like, I want a fucking Batman movie or something. Like, what happened to those people? And then I came to a conclusion that probably all of those people don't have kids and probably brain as well. But maybe at the same time, those people are kids that are hurt. And I'm not here to blame anyone again, but I want to say this. You have to talk with your kid. It is really, really important, because bad things happen when kid is not heard, not by friends, but by parents. It's not a gun law, it's not a society. It's all about relationships between you and your child. You have to talk with them, hear them, watch them, not follow them and check their internet activity, no, but try to make friends with them. I know it's hard, but it's not that hard to understand, to notice that something isn't right. You're not too busy to provide them better future and decent living, you are not. They need someone they can trust, someone they can talk to, someone who can solve their problems, and if not to solve, but to share the bitterness, if you know what I'm saying. It is freaking important to talk to a kid. So if we have this kind of terrible events happening, at least we won't have that insanity after on the internet or whatever. Okay, off to the next subject of our not really funny podcast. So some time ago, there was news that foreigners will be able to get the citizenship in Serbia in 1 year after having a residence permit and living and working in Serbia. Can you imagine how Russians were happy? Because a lot of Russians already living in Serbia more than 1 year, but approximately 1 year. And I was excited myself, because I started to build out those air castles, and I nearly saw my bright future in this country after 1 year and having a passport, official Serbian passport, because Serbian passport opens a world to you. If you don't know, Russian passport isn't the best one nowadays, if I can say that. Serbians don't need any visa to Europe, along with cheap flights from Serbia, so you understand. So I was so hoping that free law will become an actual law as soon as possible. And not just me, but a lot of people who live in Serbia. I mean, immigrants. But recently it's all changed. European Union said, no, you can't do this, guys. You can't allow those barbarians get the citizenship that quickly and that easy. And if you do, your native citizens will suffer and they will need visas to Europe the same way as your new big citizens. Of course, Serbs themselves don't want this thing to happen, so people are against, of course. Okay, it's not all about Russians. A lot of Chinese, Indians, people from African countries come to Serbia because they don't need any visa to come to Serbia. So getting the citizenship so fast and so easy will probably make people come to Serbia, get the passport, and go further to the Europe. Not cool at all. So no fast track on that, boys. But it's okay. We're planning to stay here anyway. But, it's just a little bit sad because, you were so close. And by the way, you guys, if you want to support my channel, you can buy a super thanks to this video or to join my Patreon or YouTube memberships, which is cheaper but poorer by the content, but still. And I want to say thanks to my gang. Thank you. And special one for Martin from Sweden, Eric, and Carl. Cheers, guys. Something from personal life. Daniel still goes to the kindergarten. And I told you before, I think that kindergarten is the best invention of humans, like ever. And he's doing fine. Like, he doesn't cry. He probably gets a bit sad when I'm saying goodbye and close the door of the kindergarten. But overall, it's all good. It's all fine. Except one thing. Daniel isn't really sociable person. And sometimes it's pretty difficult for him to get along with new kids, new people, new situations. And he chooses to observe the situation, to assess it, rather than take part in it, if you know what I'm saying. So he never plays team games or all together. He plays with kids like one by one. He doesn't like to play all together or to draw with everyone. I was quite concerned about it, like, obviously. But it seemed to be a language thing. Like, a lot of people around him playing, singing, doing stuff, and all of that in different language that he doesn't understand. And with time, I think he started to realize what is going on and what people actually talking about, what they're speaking. He started to say some Serbian words, finally. He started to play with everyone, to draw with everyone, to sing, to laugh, to dance, and just, having fun while he's in kindergarten. And I can't be more happy than I am right now. And I'm looking forward to all the changes in my kid. So, yeah, that's a good thing. It is amazing. And I think that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Subscribe, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.